And to be quite honest with you, I don't care why you're masculine.
It don't even matter.
I don't care what happened to you I'm a 40-year-old man.
You got a daughter?
No, I don't.
Because
but
we
that's not
compare
the
your
point. But my
feminine.
point is this. My point is this.
Right.
You all wouldn't care if a man came to you feminine and said, my dad wasn't in my life. My mom didn't teach me this. You say, bro, you 38 years old. I don't want to deal with a feminine man that hasn't addressed his issues. So for me, dealing with a woman that way, I'm going to tell you the same thing. I understand you had issues or whatever growing up and you had to be a certain way, but I'm not going to put up with it as far as trying to be in a relationship with you because you don't know how to be a feminine woman.
So what's a feminine woman? What's your definition?
A woman that basks in her femininity. She knows how to be submissive to a man. She knows how to speak life into a man. She knows how to nurture. She knows how to take care of a home and take care of kids. She knows how to be accountable. She knows how to be reasonable. She knows how to be understanding when she's dealing with a man and knows which battles to choose when she's dealing with a man.
In China, if you're over 25, you are expired in the dating market. You are called a 剩女, leftover woman.
A what?
A leftover woman. After 25, you can't be picky anymore. It's like Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriend. Imagine China is Leonardo DiCaprio.
China is Leo.
The whole China is Leo.
I dare you to say this in America. You go up to American girls and say, you're 25, it's done.
You are already done for Leo.
They would hate that policy.
They do. In China, they do that.
How come you never say anything when they come up with the 25? Why don't you say that's how we do it in China?
Exactly. I wanted to do that. Let me talk about it. I think Leo is just following Chinese culture. Maybe he eat too much dim sum. He went to Mr. Chow too many times. He just have the Chinese standard. You're over 25, you're expired.
Most women are slogging away in jobs they despise, aware of how hard it is to land a good gig, and dreading the inevitable tick of the biological clock. Yet some are blissfully ignorant, thanks to the societal brainwashing machine. Schools, media, and movies pump out the message, prioritize education and careers, juggle countless short-term flings. But let's be honest, those fleeting romances rarely bring happiness and often lead to more heartache than they're worth.
I am a woman and I want equality. Go feminist, go! Us women want to make as much as men. Exactly. We can do anything a man can do. You go, girl. I think it's about time we work longer hours. Female empowerment. We want to work more dangerous jobs. But wait a minute. We want to start providing for our own children. But you don't mean financially, right? It's time that we protect and provide. I can't lie, you're losing me. A woman can do anything a man can do, so we want recognition that a man can be victimized too. Okay, clearly you're not a feminist, you're a misogynist. What kind of equality is this? I'm a victim!
Some women buy into the extreme feminist narrative that they can go it alone, rise to the top as CEOs or political leaders, and never need anyone else. This delusion conveniently ignores a fundamental truth: the natural desire to have kids. As women age, finding a partner becomes tougher, mainly because society and men tend to prefer younger, traditionally feminine women. So even the most independent woman may hit a wall when she decides it's time to settle down and start a family. Here's the kicker. While women are being pushed to be these independent, successful boss babes, they might end up alone and childless, struggling to form lasting relationships. The conflict between societal expectations, feminist ideals, and biological realities is setting many up for a rude awakening. Globally, women are grappling with aging and the stark reality that the men they fancy are now choosing younger partners. Why? Because successful men often prefer youth and traditional femininity. This shift is fueled by feminism and a focus on women's interests in Western countries, leading to a surge of single women in their 30s and 40s who prioritized careers over relationships. This trend has resulted in many women sidelining the idea of family life. They embrace the feminist mantra, transforming into independent boss babes who declare they don't need men. But as the years roll by, this independence can morph into loneliness and regret. Another harsh truth: women seem to lose their femininity with every failed marriage or child. Feminist ideology has triumphed over natural instincts, leaving many women disconnected from their biological realities. Women who've had numerous partners often find it challenging to bond with just one man, potentially carrying the DNA of past lovers, which complicates future relationships.
Sir, you better have more than fun. What else are you bringing to the table? Can you cook, clean, take directions well? What makes you think that I need to take direction from a man? First of all. Second of all, are these directions to a place I want to go? Like Home Goods. Yes, I love Home Goods. Gucci, give me the directions to Gucci. I will take those very well. Very well. Can I cook and can I clean? Yeah, also very well. Can you build a home? Can you build a home? Can you woodwork? Can you hunt? Can you hunt? Can you be a hunter? Let's fucking burn the patriarchy to the ground because this is absolutely absurd, sir. John Wees.
So I am a young millennial, and for my generation, we were really sold this boss babe life. Put your career first, don't get married, don't have a kids, don't even think about that until your mid to late 30s, don't worry about it, your career is what is going to fulfill you. And we really bought into that lie. And so many millennials, and some older than me, they did do that, and then everyone realized, oh wait, now I have the big promotion, I am making a lot of money, women are by the way, the left doesn't want to talk about this, but women are out earning men, I mean, you know, to and from, that this wage gap thing is such BS, but they have all of that, but they still feel like they're missing something. And the truth is that we were made for more. We were made to pour into a family and a husband and have children, and that is what is going to fulfill you. At the end of the day, like your career, you know, at the very end of your life, how much money you made and everything isn't going to matter, but who's going to be at your bedside on your deathbed. And so I think a lot of millennials started to have that wake-up call, and now Gen Z is starting to have that wake-up call. And so young conservatives really are embracing this, it's called trad wife lifestyle. So traditional wife, you know, being a stay-at-home mom and putting a focus on that. And so I think that's amazing. And you know, that's something I think about too. I have a really serious relationship right now. We're not engaged yet, but it's something that we're talking about. And you know, he knows that that's super important. Obviously, I feel like I'm in a place that God wants me to be with hosting this show, but I also really want to be a mother. And at the end of the day, if I had to choose to lose all of this, and if that was the only way to be a mother, I would choose that. And we'll see what ends up happening. Maybe there's a way for me to balance both a little bit, but I think a lot of girls are waking up to the fact that family really is everything and putting more of a priority back on that. And so I cannot wait to see how Gen Z really takes that back.
As a young millennial myself, I would...
In essence, women are facing an uphill battle as they age, trapped in a clash between feminist rhetoric, societal pressures, and their biology. This often results in difficulty forming long-term relationships and an overall decline in happiness. Boil it down. Do you want someone else's DNA mixed into your child's? A person's upbringing is crucial, and if a woman grows up in a toxic environment or lacks a positive maternal role model, she's in for a rough ride. Let's talk about leftover or modern women. They want to be treated like traditional ladies while clinging to their liberated lifestyles. They want the best of both worlds but can't seem to grasp that you can't have your cake and eat it too. Social conditioning, fueled by institutions and influential figures, is a powerful force. Modern women who fall for this conditioning will fiercely defend their beliefs, even if those beliefs don't align with what they truly desire deep down. Studies show that single, career-focused women around the age of 42, despite pulling in a solid $100,000 a year, are often less content. Contrast this with a married man, 39 years old, with a decent job, a part-time working wife, and a household income between $150,000 and $250,000. He's living the dream.
I am absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships.
As ladies get older, it's harder to find a man to get into a relationship with. There's a couple of reasons for this, but one of which is men gain experience. They have been in a relationship, have been scorned, screwed over, and then they decide, I want my own peace. The rest of the video proves this.
is. Like, men want their lives as is. They want to go about their day exactly as it is.
Their own peace.
Do whatever they would normally do.
God forbid they want to do the stuff that they would like to do with their own lives. Oh my God, what these men like!
And just want somebody there when it's convenient for them.
And that's the comment that makes me think you're bitter and single. It's not the fact that they want someone that's convenient for them. It's the fact that they want someone to add to their lives and not take away things that they enjoy, which is what they have been previously used to. Do we get it yet?
Or, you know, for the things they want to do. Like,
and that is why men are staying single, so they can do whatever it is that they want to do without any bad judgment from anyone. The fact that it's a concern to you that they're doing this is a massive red flag. So men aren't going to look at you and go, yeah, she wants to take over my life. That's wifey material.
Convince me I'm wrong.
No convincing needed, because you're absolutely right. A fella in his 30s plus does not want a relationship in the same way like he did when he was in his 20s. Why? Because he's been in a relationship and he's learned. He likes his own life. He likes to be able to do what he wants. And if a woman wants to tie one of these guys down, she's got to go above and beyond to tie the guy down. It's not as easy anymore. You can't get pissed off with men being screwed over, getting smarter, wanting to take a bit more care of themselves, because you can't find a man as easy as you used to. Welcome to life.
Women show their love through sexual loyalty. They show their love through sexual exclusivity. A man shows his love other ways. So when you see a man who's crying over the girl he lost because he cheated, and they're like, why is he crying? He loves me. He doesn't love me. Yes, he does. He loves you. He came back to you. Who cares about that bitch? He doesn't care about her. Why do you care about her?
Women are caught in the crossfire of choosing between feminist ideals and real-life happiness. Even women's magazines admit that modern women, especially those tagged as leftover, are often unhappier despite their achievements. Men going their own way is a growing movement where men opt out of relationships with certain women, reflecting a broader sentiment. Economists recognize the paradox of falling female happiness from 1970 to 2005. Women's overall happiness has declined despite societal advancements. It's argued that women might not fully grasp concepts like patriarchy and male privilege when discussing societal issues. The bottom line, the societal expectations, personal desires, and evolving roles of men and women are a tangled mess. Despite strides in women's liberation, there are unexpected consequences impacting modern women's happiness. Breaking it down further, imagine your child carrying someone else's genetic material. A person's upbringing, especially by their family, is crucial. If a woman grows up without a positive mother figure or with a toxic mother, it significantly impacts her life. Leftover or modern women often crave traditional treatment while trying to live liberated lives. They want it all but don't understand the limits of having your cake and eating it too. Social conditioning is strong, influenced by powerful institutions and figures. Modern women defend their beliefs fiercely, even if those beliefs don't align with their true desires. Studies show that single, career-driven women around 42, earning about $100,000 a year, are often less content. In contrast, a married man with a good job, a part-time working wife, around 39, with a household income of $150,000 to $250,000, is the happiest. Women face a conflict between embracing feminism and confronting life's realities. Even women's magazines admit that modern women, especially those labeled as leftover, often experience unhappiness despite their accomplishments. The MGTOW movement reflects a growing sentiment of men opting out of relationships with certain women. The paradox of declining female happiness from 1970 to 2005 is acknowledged by economists, indicating women's overall happiness has decreased despite societal advancements. It's argued that women might not fully understand concepts like patriarchy and male privilege when discussing broader societal issues. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.